Against this right back, Charlie.
Always just that active when defending. I think it's like.
Another day, another watch along. As you can see above my head, it's Manchester United against Tottenham Hotspurs. Again, it's a big game, traditionally a top 6 game. Whether both of these teams will be able to get Champions League qualification or realise whatever aspirations they have is another thing. But as a neutral Arsenal fan, having got 3 points, is, you know, these two fans' bases as clubs, you know, as well. Man United, nothing but respect for that football club. Tottenham Hotspur can't quite say the same. But they're fans. They both do this. And I don't know about you lot, but if any of you have friends that support either fan base of these two teams that we're watching today, it's like they do this link-up thing to try and chime in at Arsenal. I always call it Spurs-Chester United. But, you know, Spurs are going to have to do it today without Son Heung-min. Manchester United got big pressure. You know, on paper, say what you want about their attackers or attacking players, they should be performing in front of goal a lot better than they are. And I think they're somewhere near Southampton for goals and whatnot. Man United shouldn't be there. Ultimately, goals win games. And typically, the better teams have better attackers. And you can't quite accuse Spurs of being clinical either, people. So as a neutral, I am expecting carnage. I think both teams can be got out on the transition. I think both teams play in spells where they look really good in certain spells and then the others. As much as I don't want to praise Spurs, and he has his own question marks, personally, I actually think Postecoglou's got some good methods and working practices, and in theory, it comes with a lot of cons how he wants to play. Unpopular opinion, I think Den Hag's a good coach. You know, again, you don't manage Manchester United if you're not, but you look like a fraud. You look like this is not the job for you. You know, the recruitment, I'm not saying it's been bad, but probably apart from Ugarte and Casemiro off the top of my head, obviously there's been more. Just seems like you're shopping in Holland, which ain't necessarily the worst thing. Wenger brought all the French dons, and you're going to gravitate towards that. So even with Mikel Arteta, you're starting to see a growing Spanish influence. So I'm expecting a good game. Oh, you know, big up Johnson. He's found his form. I'll always reserve the right to criticize footballers and ask questions, people, and I'll always banter in jest. But what I'm not a fan of is people the weirdos that go in these social media accounts and abuse them. So from a human point of view, Johnson, I like the fact that he's found his feet in terms of scoring goals. Hopefully they don't continue today. Oh, Spurs, you do have a quality players in Bentancur and Maddison, but then you see Johnson, Solanke, Werner. Solanke's not a bad player. So a bit rugby, if I'm honest with you. I do hope there's a red card, man. You got Lisandro Martinez out there. You got Christian Romero out there. There could be carnage, people. Kickoff, I believe, is 10 minutes away. It's on screen for you lot. It's also in the graphic after. Can they both lose? In a circle, I said that exact same thing in my group chat today. I wish they could. A draw on paper would be the best thing. But then they gain something. And I'll be honest with you. I don't hate Manchester United. There was a rivalry and whatnot. I don't hate you lot. I genuinely hate Spurs. Like, genuinely, I hate that football club. Like, I really do. It is what it is. We're Arsenal, in it. It's as simple as that. So for 90 minutes, I'll support Man United until they concede. I knew we'd score 2 late winners. I'm shameless, got my blood pressure up, and that boy, as an Arsenal fan, people said they wanted entertainment. They got entertainment last night, didn't they? Or last afternoon or night if you're in another country. I do think when you look at the statistics, when you use your eyes, Arsenal in theory deserve to beat Leicester. But kind of what I've said with Manchester United, you've got to take your chances. And ultimately, I think had we have scored 4 goals early in the game, you know, got an extra 2 in the first half, and then we conceded 2 silly goals that we ultimately did take nothing away from a Leicester perspective, you might, and rightly so, you look at how that game, that would have been the normal kind of way that scoreline should have been there. But, you know, we went 2-0 up. Felt like, to me, we was all in party mode. You know, a lot of fans that I know went to the game said the atmosphere was quite great at the Emirates. Obviously, we scored goals. The vast majority of the game was spent in Leicester's half in the first half. But if you don't kill games, it can kill you. And boy, to be in the 90th minute and see 2-2 and then blink and somehow we found some extra goals. Of course, I'll have it, but there's certain things we need to do better, man. Like Social Joins has said there, make sure you're smashing the likes, people. We're flirting with 70,000. Not quite, but we are flirting with it, man. And this week, maybe Arsenal helped as well. We've seen a bit of uptake in that, really. So yeah, keep smashing the like button, all that good stuff. Ogate is on fraud watch. Agate, there's no running. Manchester United fans were onto him following their draw against 20 people. You know, that again, that fan base did a lot of talking for our draw against Manchester City. In fact, Spurs did some chatting as well. You know, they scored a bunch of goals against Kat Yarabag. They did go down to 10 men. I'm sure you all saw their tweet. Have shame, but if you support Spurs, you don't have shame in it. But yeah, man. Are we being harsh on Agate, though? I do like him. Well, I like the Agate. I've not really at PSG, didn't see much, but what was he at Sporting Lisbon? I'll give you a chance. You don't become a bad player. I'll give you a chance. I do think you need to, quote unquote, give a player 6 months to kind of get up to their best. Obviously, you won't get that long, but you've looked spooky. You look spooky, really and truly. And what I've seen from you, and also on top of that, say what you want about Mikel Arteta, say what you want about Pep Guardiola, say what you want about the recently departed Jurgen Klopp. I can't quite say Mr. Arne Slot at Liverpool. I don't know you like that. Even Postecoglou, even though he should never be mentioned in that same realm. When like Ten Hag come out with some comments when they signed Agate, and he was saying it's going to take him months and whatnot to come up to get back to his best, and he's not going to be fully fit for a matter of months. Obviously, that might be true, but if you're a guy and you hear your manager saying that, it's like, oof, how do you look at that? Big up yourself, F. Hope Arsenal win the league this season. Wanted them to do it last 2 seasons. We'll take any support we can get, my guys. It's a big ask. It's a big ask. I do think it's kind of being painted as good versus evil to a degree. Arsenal are the evil and Spurs are Spurs City are the good, and then vice versa. But yeah, man, we'll take all the support we can get, man. We need to win the league. Like City's, you've turned it into Farmers League. No one else has a chance, man. I must admit, and I'm not perfect though, because of ultimately, when it comes to football, we can only live in our realities. People can say what they want about Man City, but if Arsenal aren't going to win the Premier League, I'm definitely not supporting City, and I don't care. But if Arsenal not going to win the Premier League, I definitely don't want Spurs to do it. I don't want United to do it. I really don't want Liverpool to do it. I don't want Chelsea to. I definitely don't want Chelsea to do it. Like, I don't know no City fans. It's selfish, but I don't know no City fan. Really and truly, like, let's be honest. Big up Manchester City. It's no disrespect on the City fans, but you know, from a footballing point of view, regardless what you say about their charge, they've done so many things. They've achieved greatness. They've become the envy of the world, give or take. You know, not historically, because they don't, you know, City don't sit with, they're building their history, but they don't sit with the Manchester Uniteds and the Real Madrids and the Barca's. But in current football, well, if it's not Real Madrid, City is picking the pops. But at the same time, folks, no one cares. Who cares? City done all this stuff. No one cares. No one cares about your parade. No one really cares. I'm sure they don't care that I don't care, but that's how the world works, man. I don't know why they don't start Zertsky and Højlund. Zertsky more of a second striker. You might see that at some point throughout their, you know, their time together at Manchester United, and you can't rule it out. But at the same time, isn't Højlund coming back from injury? Like, I could be wrong, but against Crystal Palace, where I'm sure this was United's last game where they drew. Big up you lot, because we did a watch along, I'm sure. Didn't they? Does the Sky Sports guy say something like, "Oh, is it Ramesh Højlund's making his first appearance of the season or his first something?" So he's probably not fully fit. Where's all that Unai noise? Gone quiet today. How much he spent this window drawing to Ipswich? Oh, you're still beefing Unai Emery. I must admit, you've just told me the result, because I turned off the game at 2-1. I felt it was dead, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. Aston Villa got a good squad though, man. I'm not saying I want any of their players, but you look at Aston Villa and I look at what we could do with Ramsey. Shout out Leon Bailey, by the way, the assist. If Saka did that with his weaker peg, that cross, we'd all be talking stuff. In my opinion, Leon Bailey, the Jamaican's the best, third best right winger in the league after Salah and Saka. Have to spread those agendas. But sticking on task, they have got a good, decent squad though, man. Ollie Watkins, Duran, no Duran hype today, by the way. Duran, they just brought in that Matson guy. They got Ramsey, Rogers. They got a good squad, Villa. But yeah, like, got to make it happen. Big up yourself, American Gunner. Lateness is greatness. Big up the CEO. Big up yourself, DG, man. Hope big up yourself as well, American Gunner. Appreciate the love, man. There are some please. Wait, what? There are some unconfirmed reports that Calafiori suffered a fresh injury to his knee during the celebrations of Arsenal's third goal against Leicester City. Well, they don't seem to say that. Is it from a confirmed source? It's not what you want to hear, especially while celebrating. You know, I knew he was passionate, but bloody hell. But yeah, I hope if that is the case, I hope that's nothing too serious, because we need all the players fit we can get. And I think I speak for all Arsenal fans. Like Calafiori's got a lot to work on defensively. You can still he's a bit still naive, but love him as a footballer. The passion, the drive, mainly the passion thing. If I'm honest, we're 3 minutes away from kickoff. Mainly the passion thing. If I'm honest, he just gets it. He's with it. You know, obviously he's versatile. Actually, he's got a long way to go, but before he could be mentioned with Cannavaro, and you'll never be mentioned with Maldini or Cannavaro. But like before you talk about him in that range, he's got a long way to go. But definitely where you see like these Italian new age defenders, some of them have looked a bit dodgy. It looks like we've struck gold. And shout out Timber as well. And you know, Arsenal fans are doing that thing they do now, like, oh, it's all over for Benjamin White, it's done now, which again, I like Timber with Bukayo Saka. That's a very good option over there. But yeah, man, looking like a rubbish team game to me. I can't lie. As a neutral, a bit like when it was Arsenal versus Manchester City, I must admit, people, I'm not perfect. I always say the same things. I want good football. I want goals. I want red cards. I want drama. I want VAR, dodgy decisions. I want entertainment today, man. I really do. And I think both teams can do it. I must admit, United's recruitment's been dodgy. But I think that Mazwari guy, I've probably jinxed him now, but I actually think he's been okay for them since we was on the topic of fullbacks. And credit to James Justin, by the way, because obviously I was watching it on a dodgy stream. I only thought he got one goal. I watched the game again. I only thought that he got one goal. I thought watching on a dodgy stream first time, I actually thought indeed he scored. But yeah, like shout out James Justin. Fullbacks are the most important. There's some concerns that Calafiori injured his knee in stoppage time. There's reports he was in tears after the game. Well, I wish this was alcohol, mate. Firstly, I would say I'm going to wait for confirmation. Obviously, you don't want to hear that just after turning the result around and having PSG in midweek, in which we will be doing a watch along, in which Mikel Arteta, if there's any legs to those rumours, he's going to be asked and pressed pause for questions and answers around that. It's a shame because just as you're getting some back, then yeah, don't want to hear it, obviously. That one thing I will say is footballers know their bodies, and I don't know the context, but Odegaard cried again when he got injured for Norway, and you hope that if that is true, Calafiori is the same, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah, it's frustrating. Odegaard's out for a few weeks, but there's light at the end of the tunnel after the next international break. So hopefully he can do a thing. And this is why, if he is out for a lengthy layoff, this is why people need to be easy. This is why you need a squad. Because ironically, the one position, sorry, people have to remove the lineups of both teams to make sure we start on time, but you can see it in the graphic below. The one irony is that us Arsenal fans, I think we're a bit indifferent in how we look at midfield, but I think every Arsenal fan probably would like anything from one to two midfielders additions in midfield. Up front, I think many Arsenal fans would be, sorry, kickoff has happened, people, would be happy, as I was saying, pardon me, apologies for the third time, would be happy with another striker and another winger. Defensively, we're cool. And that's the area that's really being, other areas as well, but that's really being tested. This game's kicked off though, man. We're 17 seconds in. It's Manchester United against Spurs. I don't know why, but this used to be a walkover for Manchester United in this sort of fixture. But for some reason, I always remember the 6-1 that Spurs did at this very ground. Spurs are without Son Heung-min, by the way, people. Vicario. United, you want to get at him and ask him questions. You know, you play around with his glove, he gets upset. And you know how he is from set pieces. To be fair to Spurs, though, I think they have to be brave today, and I think they was on that occasion. It's a throw-in with Pedro Puro, and what I mean by that is obviously Spurs play out from the back, and Postecoglou clearly wants to be brave. There's no, if you can't play your football in a game like this, then there's issues. But they know they're going to get pressed very high up that pitch. And again, in theory, it depends. Obviously, at the start of the game, people, both teams are kind of feeling each other out, so you don't quite know where it's going to lead to. But on paper, both of these teams can be quite good on the attacking transition and quite horrible defensively. And, Postecoglou's been there over a year now. Ten Hag's been there even longer. There's not been a significant improvement in these deficiencies. Spurs could be in here. Solanke had to pull it in the box, but nobody's there. Mazwari wins the header, doesn't really get any distance on it. United have dealt with it. Zertsky, horrible first touch there, but his blushes have been spared. Again, the transitions. And I must admit, it's a good run from Solanke, but if you're honest, you don't want Solanke doing that, and you also need supporting acts. United have made a mess of this. Kulusevski's giving it away. Pinball settings at the moment. Bruno Fernandes, what are you doing? Completely off topic, people. But did any of you see the mistakes for at least the first 2 goals? I think Konza again for Villa against Ipswich. Cute term from Kulusevski. Jimmy Greaves for Ipswich and Konza for Aston Villa. Horrible. Onana. Oh, Deluded. Oh, both teams playing hot potato so far. Very emotional. United have to be in the home team settle down, if I'm honest with you. As a neutral, bring it on. Long may this continue, man. This is what you want to see. Garnacho and Cole have lost it. Van der Ven's done brilliant there. I don't like Spurs, but I must admit, I think he's a very good defender. You can't talk to Gabriel Saliba. And he's turning into an attacking player. It's a good ball. Oi! Van der Ven, it's that man Brennan Johnson. It's that man Brennan Johnson who's put the ball in the back of the net. Van der Ven, I can't hate. Oi, Manchester United have just let Spurs' centre-half gallop a marauding run into their half and box. Talk about taking responsibility. Wow. Wow, he's living every centre-half stream. I haven't seen Rashford do anything like that in the last couple of months. It's a great run, but from Manchester United. Again, what did we say? The transitions. It's been hot potato so far between both these teams. Van der Ven take a bow. Van der Ven actually take a bow. Take a bow. Wow. And it's all come from Manchester United losing the ball. Now, obviously, Rashford will be the villain there, but that was happening a few times. It's one of them where shout out Brennan Johnson. He's continuing his rich run of form and scoring in every competition, really and truly. But it's one of them where the assist is better than the goal. If anybody else does that, we're waffling. 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Manchester United have conceded. Now, as much as that must be annoying from a Manchester United perspective, the best thing is there's a lot of time. And for Spurs, it's a big ask because did either team expect to go a goal ahead or concede so far and so close into the game? I don't know. But from a tactical point of view, people, that was horrible. That was absolutely horrible. Damn. Really good to be proud of that. And here goes the goal scorer, Brennan Johnson, on this right-hand side. Should be even more G'd up with a goal. Good defending by Bruno Fernandes. You would have thought, people, you would have thought that he was a winger. This is Brennan Johnson's best run of his career. You see life, yeah? Whatever, I don't rate Brennan Johnson. Big him up. I would love to score a goal. His dad's in the building as well. That must be gas for his dad. You know, that's my boy. But anyways, it's funny how life works because you're still going to get mocked. I don't think you're good. The fact that you know 4 goals in a row is quite mediocre. This is career best. But it's funny that the guy was mocked. He was mocked. And now look. James Maddison has picked the pocket of a Manchester United player. Solanke, good defending by Alessandro Martinez. I'm not going to lie to you lot, people. Manchester United are horrible defensively today. Horrible. Brennan needed that. He's been getting from a big part. He needed that. He's been getting it from a big part of the Spurs fan base. Deleted his IG. See, I'm not a fan of that. Like, that's sneaky, man. Do you know how poor that was to concede? I can't get over that. Van der Ven has just disarmed Rashford and galloped forward. The only time a Manchester United player bothered to get close is when he put the ball across their box, obviously for Brennan Johnson. And they make Timo Werner look like a baller. But the thing about him, he'll reveal himself as a fraud. Werner's decision-making will be his worst enemy. And it was a very cute turn from him, overhit the final ball. Solanke's a better man than me. He shouldn't even be running after that. But he's trying to make his teammate look like he saw something. Boy, what the hell is going on? I can't lie, even though that was dead from Rashford. And the thing is with Rashford, I'm not going to lie. I don't want to sound like Souness, but you've lost the ball. Why is a man jogging still? He just keeps running straight. He's not looked back and thought, I've lost the ball. Let me go back. And Sky Sports clearly got an agenda. They keep zooming in on Marcus Rashford. He's been fouled there, surely. Boy. Early doors. Lovely stuff. Appreciate that. Didn't even see. I was so shocked. Forgot to change the scoreboard. At least one person in the chat switched on. Where's the rest of you? Lovely. Appreciate that. Make sure you're subscribing to Talawa TV. Oh, Nana with his left peg. Kobe Maino. Not really heard too much hype for Kobe Maino in the last bit. Now, I'm not saying that's wrong. He's a young player. He's going to have volatility in his performances. Boy. And you know what makes this even sweeter? We either get to banter Manchester United fans or Spurs crumble from this. And we get to banter them. And the sweetest thing of it all is my team got 3 points. Let's not forget what happened to City at Newcastle. Stay humble, huh? Mazuari wins the header. But it's won by a Spurs, man. It's one of them where United have to get their act together or they'll find themselves conceding another one, maybe even a third. Not that Spurs have been amazing in the final third. And that's when they'll want to wake up. They have a free kick. They lit. Wonder how much that defense cost. Because the saddest thing is, it was horrible, but I don't even think Manchester United fans are genuinely shocked that their team... Well, they probably are. They probably are, but are they really shocked that they've conceded? Maybe because it's a centre-half who's gone and done that, but... Hey, I've got it the wrong way. It's definitely Spurs. This is why you should switch on the very thing I'm asking you lot for. I was trying to talk things into existence. I'm not going to lie. I prefer Man United to win. I don't want Spurs to win. Somehow we all know, somehow this is going to become about Arsenal. You don't get brownie points for winning here. You don't get brownie points for beating Man United anymore. To be fair, we struggle at Old Trafford, but they're not what they once was. Fortunately for me, unfortunately for them. Oh, Nana. That's a ball for Marcus Rashford, you know. Can he get a shot across? Marcus Rashford. Oi, oh, Nana, oi. The attacking players need to get their act together, really and truly. Because it's been a great run for Van der Ven. It's a fantastic pass by the goalkeeper, Onana, for Marcus Rashford. And to be fair, it's a courageous effort from Rashford. It's not amounting to a shot or anything. Did he earn a corner? He did off Vicario. Or did the offside flag come up? I don't know. But it must have, because Sky Sports are not zooming in on any corner action. They are making this game quickly about Marcus Rashford. They're still zooming in on the guy. Yeah, he was offside. Had the ball went in the back of the net, I don't know. I want to see that one again, if I'm honest with you. I actually want to see that one again. I don't know personally if Marcus Rashford was offside. I actually think Rashford was quite good there. Pedro Puro punched it into Solanke. And to be fair, Spurs are a goal up away from home without their... Is Son their captain? I don't know. James Maddison. Werner. He's rubbish. But he probably scored today. James Maddison. Kulusevski. Oi, they're getting sauced. United are getting sauced. United are getting sauced. I haven't seen Spurs players turn up in about 33 weeks. United are getting sauced. This is a training ground exercise for Spurs. And I know it probably has no bearing, but one does wonder. One actually does wonder, people, if you're honest with yourself. The sentiment around United has been a bit negative anyways, and they drew midweek. Spurs, yes, it's Kat Yara back, but they scored 3-4 goals. There's optimism, and specifically not for the fan bases or anyone else, the players. Because Spurs look a lot more positive. And I'm not even trying to be sour. I'm overrating both teams. I'm overrating Spurs. Spurs just look like a competent 11 right now. Take nothing away from them. Because that's one thing that if you do against Manchester United in this day and age, you might get something. Apart from that half chance with Rashford, not seen Vicario like that. They've obviously scored. They're getting a lot of space on this left-hand side. And if you're Postecoglou, you probably just want to remain calm. But at the same time, you want your team to get another one. Because it feels like United are going to have to concede a couple today before they start playing. For the neutrals, though, both these teams play well in stages rather than across a 90-minute period. But Spurs' players, they're more positive. They're connecting players lit. And Doggy's blasted over. The link-up play is a lot better. They're more switched on. They're sharper. As the game's gone on, obviously, when you can see a goal 2 minutes in, it makes it crazy. But the Spurs are starting to grow with this. Had a couple of half chances in addition to obviously scoring. If you're a Tottenham fan, if you're Postecoglou and the players are not stupid, you want to get another one. If it continues like this, I'll say the best and worst thing for Spurs, for United, is that it stays at 1-0. And the worst thing for Spurs would be, obviously, if you're Ten Hag, it's still only 1-0. Destiny and Doggy, I don't know what first touch that was, and it's gone out of play. United wish they could partner us. Why? They let their man do the entertaining football. Dodgy defending this week has been a theme, man. Shout out to Cole Palmer for getting 4 goals, but that defending in that game was spooky. I'm sure Arsenal would want to do better with the 2 goals we conceded. Obviously, City, the pen and the sequence which led to such. Even Liverpool's game, 2-1 against Wolves. James Maddison, if that gets to Werner, that's a ball. And it is. It's giving him a lot to do, but that is a brilliant pass from James Maddison. Timo Werner does well to protect the ball. I can't believe it. I'm praising Werner's decision-making. Vicario, you never did that against Arsenal. I never saw you in midfield, basically, against Arsenal. You know you can't do that against us. Bentacle, enjoying it. Anyone seen Ugarte, Bruno Fernandes? Werner, oof. Horrible pass. Goal kick to Manchester United. It's actually funny how true that is. Spurs in 8th, and if they win, they're acting like the invincible club of silverware. Man U talking about Arsenal barely beating them 1-0. Bro, they just link up and do nonsense, man. Sorry about that, Andrew. Ten Hag definitely getting sacked by Christmas. Don't think the bookies would pay out too much. Because maybe on paper there should be question marks over Sean Dyche, but Ten Hag, it looks spooky. But then you say that. I don't think that's a foul against Maddison. I think he shouldered him. Ten Hag seems to be being backed by the new group that just recently took over Man United. But again, results. And it's the same old thing. Even if Man United turn this around, and obviously the fans will be happy and all of that jazz. But to say, oh, dodgy pass from Garnacho, Delgado's done well. It's the same old thing where they're making games difficult. Stupid errors. Good, bad, and ugly stuff. Bruno Fernandes. Rashford has looked like an outlet. Zertsky, it's about to be 1. Oh, Lord, Rashford. Zertsky is not exactly clinical in front of goal, but whether he would or could or should have scored is another thing and a question we can't ask ourselves, because Marcus Rashford it's definitely more difficult than I'm making out. And it's not the same, but I've seen Leon Bailey, you Jamaican, you have to promote. He's pinged a lovely cross with his right peg. That pass with your left foot has to be better. Hasn't reached his teammate. In fact, it's gone straight to the Spurs goalkeeper. You think Spurs are the home team? I'm not going to lie to you lot. Lisandro Martinez with an interception. Ugarte throwing for Spurs. 15 minutes in, Tottenham are a goal ahead currently, folks. Madness. And if you're just tuning in or just whatever, you need to find some link on Twitter and see. Forget the goal. Big up Brendan Johnson. The assist. It's great from Van der Ven, and we could talk about how fantastic it is from his POV pause. Madness. From his point of view, for disclaimer. But just for the fact that a centre-half's allowed to do that, it's a have-a-go hero. What Van der Ven did there is, you see the saying when poor pass from United again. See the saying when they say, just buy a raffle ticket and you might win the lottery or something like that. That's exactly what he just did. Got the ball, won it back, looking for teammates. Well, F it, let me try something. And it paid off. Are United really better off without McTominay? Maybe in the long term, if they, if the midfielders start doing the job, they start winning games. But I think they should have kept him for the profile, personally. And I hate to sound like Graham Souness and all them kind of guys there, but he gets it. He gets it. There's a bit of fight. United's midfield's lacking a bit of fight. He's rubbish, but he can do a thing. And to be fair, he's doing all right at Napoli. Solanke, Pedro Porro, Kulusevski can't quite get there. Bruno Fernandes. Need the Brunos, the Rashfords to up it. Much as we're making this about Rashford, not said nothing about Bruno. Personally, I think Joshua Zertsky, should be furious with Rashford for not squaring it potentially for him to score, but not see much from him. It's the same old when you watch United, man. Might see a couple passes from Kobe Mainoo here and there. Rashford on the counter. Oh, Nana going to be picking passes. Speaking of Rashford on the counter, Marcus Rashford down this left-hand side. Goal kick. I like Rashford a lot, man, but he still plays like a 16, 17-year-old right out of the academy. And to be really honest with you, there's a couple like Ethan, I'm wary, Rico Lewis, Tyler Diblin. These young dudes got better. They might not be better players than you necessarily, but they've all got more mature decision-making than you. But come on, United. I'd rather you win. Don't get twisted. I don't want Spurs to win today. If they win, so what? Oh, that's a smart foul to buy from Maddison. Was never really. It's one of them. It's not really a foul, but it's a smart one. Ugarte acting like a sore loser, dashing the ball away. And again, I don't want to sound like Graham Souness people. I really don't. But is this one of the games? If you're a Man United fan, you don't want no one to get hurt. But is this one of those games where you just want one of your players to just smash someone with a 50-50? Obviously win the ball, but just send a statement out. Werner, James Maddison. As I said, Spurs are managing the game really and truly. At this moment in time, they might get caught by the space Pedro Porro leaves or just on the transition. There might be a ball into the left-hand channel for Rashford to make something happen. Garnacho's the sort of brother to end up scoring. But they're doing what they're doing. Like saying that they're giving the ball away here. Bruno Fernandes forced Garnacho out wide, man, but it does get Manchester United further up the pitch. Here goes Manchester United's number 17. He finds Mazawari doing too much, slips as well. And that's a free kick for Spurs. Appreciate you, File. Inset day tomorrow, no school. Hey, man. You better enjoy them, boy, because once you become a grown adult, sometimes you want to sign off, you want a day off. Facts, you can complete pass and have a decent attack. You can rack up goals. United shouldn't be in this situation. They shouldn't. Forget whether they should win titles or any of that jazz. Smash the like button, people. What's going on with the football team? Because Ipswich are better, Joe. Now, pick up Ipswich, but they're not serious. Like they're not serious right now where the Prem's concerned. There, you can see structure, you can see all those things. Leicester, you can see those things. James Cooper's been at Leicester shorter than you've been at. Ten Hag's been there. They don't. The defense is not. Oh my God, Man United. Oh, this is again basics. Following runners. And Doggy Kulusevski. It's about to be 2. Brennan Johnson, can he get a brace? He gets the post. Genuinely should be 2-0 now. Spurs are at that point now where you want to get some more goals. The only issues for Spurs is that their right-hand side, the left-hand side of Man United's on the transition, getting caught. And then probably themselves, because they're not putting the ball in the back of the net. They've moved the ball well. Can't say a single player from Spurs is hiding. Everybody looks well understood that the task that they will have to do, they're doing what needs to be done. Looks like they're attacking more down the left than the right, if I'm honest with you. But, yeah. And that's the problem with Man United. You don't have to be that good to get something. Destiny and Doggy's gone down for Spurs. And if you're Eric Ten Hag, what's going on with him there? If you're Eric Ten Hag, surely you use this and do the Mikel Arteta thing, call your players to the side. And it's one of them, like, yeah, Ten Hag looks dodgy, and Jed Spence could be coming on, and there's question marks to have about you. But at the same time, your players, man, this is a big game. What's going on? This might be the end of Destiny and Doggy's evening, people. I'm no physio, but that looks like he's pulled a hamstring or something. Which, again, somebody mentioned something about Calafiori earlier. We've got a fellow Italian fullback down now. So, yeah, with the international break week, well, for both players, because I don't wish bad health on anyone. Nervous one for Italian fans. There's 2 potential options that couldn't get called up. Spurs have to score another one, surely. Brennan Johnson can count himself unlucky. And to be fair, that's probably testament to what confidence can do. Don't get it twisted, yeah. United is horrible. You're not following runners. There's no ethos defensively. Like the basics, yeah, Ten Hag is he's giving you plans, and whether it's working or not is a question of his. But professional footballers, these are not little kids out there. I think Destiny and Doggy is going to try and continue. Jed Spence is going to sit down, but I wonder how long Destiny and Doggy's got. Is it a thing where you manage to half time? Because obviously Jed Spence looked ready to come on. So it must be one where he must have been carrying something in his legs going into this game anyways. Bruno Fernandes, Garnacho, Kobe Maino. Great play from Maino. Should he have dived? Maino, Zertsky has to score that. Doesn't score that. It's a slightly more difficult chance than I'm making out if you're just listening. But broski, come on. You've been at Bayern Munich. You've come through a big Belgian club. Well, no, you've been at Anderlecht. You've been at Anderlecht. Sorry, you didn't come through there. You've been at Bayern Munich. You've come through Dutch culture and all of that stuff. You're a professional footballer. I hear you say you're a 9.5, and evidently you look like you're more on playmaking and playing football than actually scoring. But come on, it's those chances. Everything we spoke about before the game is what we're seeing. It's here with Werner on this left-hand side. Can he take on Mazawari? Tries to. Can he deliver? He does, actually. And it's another one. Where are Spurs' strikers? Well, you'd think Spurs are the ones that go down. Joshua Zertsky, I thought he was fouled there, but like it's the Prem. You've got to get there. To be fair, I am surprised Romero hasn't been booked. It's a quickly taken free kick. Marcus Rashford. Does he find Garnacho? Nah. Boy, most expensive BJ ever. Maybe playing back the price tag. Boy. Also, Saeed and Tobes were cooking up agendas in the drafts yesterday for us. Now, today, they've both taken it. Now it does. Pick up them lot, man. Hey, DG, happy to be able to relax today rather than having to be angry all stream from dropping points. Hey, man, our time will come, Arsenal. Don't get it twisted. We will have our time where we won't win, or I don't expect us to be unbeaten for the whole season, but only one team in my lifetime has done that. It's my club, but yeah, it's definitely easy. Zertsky is ridiculously bad. I don't think he's bad. You're not a goal scorer, man. And on one hand, you never know what confidence can do. Does need to settle, but for me, it's not that he doesn't want to score goals or can't. He got like 11, 12 in this area. But when strikers, and Jesus is the same, when them strikers don't talk like, they don't say like they're hungry to score in that, like, I can't see it happening. I mean, bro, I swear Ruud van Nistelrooy is on the Manchester United coaching staff, bro. Like, because there's been a couple of times this season you've watched United and Zertsky to score. You've got Ruud van Nistelrooy there. Work with him. But the way he talks, he's on this playmaker stuff, man. But, broski, you got to score that. Regardless, you got to score that. If he was playing 5 aside, you got 7 aside, or even. You got to score that. James Maddison has been fouled here. Boy. You ain't doing it. Craig, you're right. Broski, that you have to score that. Playmaker or not. Even if you're only going to score 5, 10 goals a season, bro, that's got to be one of them. Brennan Johnson has had 7 touches this game. Rashford, it's gone now. But yeah, like, it's actually the key players for both teams. Long story short, hardly seen the ball. Vicario, who's probably got the easiest job of all the goalies in the Premier League so far. Destiny and Doggy. I don't think he was helped by Vicario there. And Spurs have invited unnecessary pressure on themselves. They've got away with it. Not quite sure what Lisandro Martinez was trying to do there, but yeah. Yeah, I don't think so either, man. But I do think he could get double figures for goals and still have the same question marks. James Maddison. Pedro Puro. Finds Brennan Johnson on this right-hand side. Brennan Johnson. Bentacle. Pedro Puro, can he find Johnson? Nope. Wasn't the best passer from him, to be fair. And to be honest with you, like, this is a big. I know time changes. Time with time, everything changes. But big Manchester United sitting in your own half, living on the counter attack, not offering anything against Spurs. Can't lie. Solanke has done very well against Lisandro Martinez and someone else from a United perspective. If Spurs do something, he needs his flowers. Brennan Johnson, oi, Mazawari with a very important interception. Had he not have been there, you know what tends to happen. Brennan Johnson would have probably had an assist to go with his goal. It would have been onside. To be fair, it's worked for Mazawari, but he's slide playing everyone onside. And to be fair, just from that replay, he's had a little look. And he knows Werner's there. To be fair, I don't even think Spurs fans would have got excited because it would have been to Werner. It's like lucky dip. Have to give credit to Solanke there. He's a good footballer. I have to. It's a shame, Solanke. I have to ban you. You signed for Spurs. The game's the game, isn't it? But you're not a bad striker. I don't know if you're the talisman Spurs need. I don't know if you're gonna fill the boots of Harry Kane. But you can play for. You're not dead. You just get the feeling though. Spurs probably need the next one. Probably mean bottle versus bottle. By the way, I was on a Spurs watch along and it was so awful. So I'm glad I came to this site as you're very balanced and respectful, very refreshing, my bro. Craig, appreciate that. That's what we do it for, man. Kind words. One love, my guy. Garnacho. Does he get away with that? No, and Spurs still have the ball. Both sets of players on occasion. It's like they're waiting 100 years to bring the ball down. Can't tell Premier League footballers anything, but like surely you ain't got that long in the Prem. I think that's another thing generally us fans forget, you know, like this is all happening very on a football pitch. If we was playing, this is all happening very fast. That pass hasn't quite come off for Spurs. 27 minutes in. All the best chances are falling to Spurs. United haven't created anything of note. All the knife edge moments or at any point during this watch along, if I've raised my voice, it's been because of Spurs. Don't know what Deluded was doing there. Solanke's done well, actually. Manchester United look like a team of just individuals. Like it's just names. It's a team of individuals. And I'm not going to be naive. Like Ten Hag can understand football way more than I can. I mean, the man's a Premier League manager. But as an ignorant football fan, what do you not do all week? What have you been doing for years? Yeah, you can point to you won trophies and all of these things, and you have done that. But like, what is United's identity under Ten Hag? Don't defend well. Don't attack brilliantly. Not really seeing young players improving like that. If anything, when they've gone for these established stars, they haven't necessarily played to their full potential. As much as I think their goalkeeper Onana's a bit dodgy in many aspects, it doesn't help when your team's terrible defensively. And Spurs have won the ball back here again. There's only three Spurs players in the box. Somehow one of them has been found. Kulusevski. Bro, this guy's lit. How's he still got the ball? He's done very well there. Brendan Johnson, apologies. James Maddison's floated the ball in and it hasn't gone anywhere. Throwing for Manchester United deep in their own territory. DJ, you confident for PSG? I think we lose that game. Fairly. Not like we're going to smash them and all of that kind of stuff, but I don't think we're winning. I don't really want to be into the Champions League or come the 90th minute on Tuesday 1 point from 2. But Kohler looks in good form, and whoever's playing left back, you're going to have to switch on. Spurs could be in here. Maddison goes for the shot. Again, if Spurs don't get 3 points, they actually only have themselves to blame, you know. And again, they're probably showing their own problems. Spurs are not clinical in front of goal. Ironically, neither are Manchester United. You wouldn't know that because they haven't created anything today, people. But even Ten Hag spoke in his pre-game. And again, Deluded's giving it away. United have no structure. You signed the ball-playing goalie. And you're just, you know what? You're lucky actually playing Spurs. I beg you not play like this when Arsenal... We're not Arsenal there. When are we at Old Trafford? Because if you not do this, we are getting 3 points. Especially after the Leicester game. We know that if we can score more than 2 goals, we need to do a madness. This is dead. Maddison, maybe like it's not a clear-cut chance. Should be scoring. Couple of half chances from Manchester United. From Spurs, should be going in. Josh Rozerski, in my opinion, has to convert his one opportunity for Manchester United, but we could count on one hand. United just giving the ball back to Spurs. Honestly. And someone with the decision-making and quality of Kulusevski, honestly, he needs to do better. And if he is to teammates, he needs to do better. Now, I don't like Spurs. I hope somehow Manchester United get back in this game. So if you're a Spurs fan, you're hoping your team can get a second. I must admit, I don't like Spurs, but I am a left back and right back. Yeah, one of them. And I do like the fact that Destiny and Doggy plays in my position and wears the same number I do. I hate seeing goalies given number 13. Timo Werner. Only him and God know what he wants to do. Garnacho doesn't care what he's trying to do, and he's picked his pocket. Garnacho. And then presented it straight back. That's very poor. Very poor. Maddison. Very poor. Honestly, I'm surprised we've only seen 1 goal in this game. Should be about 4-5-1 Spurs. Solanke. link-up play is very good, man. Who is United's left back? Deluded. I can't pronounce his name. He's actually one of United's better players. Destiny and Doggy's blazed over. And I'm sure some Spurs fans, it's a corner, by the way, for Spurs. I'm sure some Spurs fans have probably thought to themselves, we're doing well without Son. But if Son was here, could he be on the score sheet? United are moving mad. We dodged a bullet by Martinez going to United, in my opinion. You reckon? Because United are badly coached, bro. Look at Kai Havertz. I'm not saying Kai Havertz is the bee's knees, but Arteta can do this coaching thing, and there's a method to his madness. Havertz looks very good for Arsenal. They ain't got nothing out of Mount. They ain't got nothing out of any. What really and truly are they getting out? Because they're not getting the best out of Kobe Mainoo right now. Getting a tune out of Garnacho here and there. Oi! Christian Romero almost scored a bicycle kick. They're boying it. The centre-backs are trying to get highlights. I remember Lisandro Martinez trying to score a bicycle kick. I thought it went in. The camera did me so dirty. But Spurs are taking the absolute piss out of United. You've got centre-backs doing dribbling runs Lionel Messi be proud of. You've got attempted bicycles. You've got Vernock stinking up the place and nothing's going on. United are at complete 6s and 7s. They can't play out from the back. They're getting caught playing out from the back. They're not pressing well enough. They had a little outlet with Marcus Rashford on the left. That's gone. Mazawari's been booked. That's a late one, you know. That's one of them you're frustrated. Boy. But yeah, I don't think Lisandro Martinez would be that bad in an Arsenal shirt. I'm having him at left back, though. I see the angle why he was linked to be potentially being an inverted left back for us. Free kick to Tottenham Hotspur. Maddison takes it. It's falling to Marcus Rashford. How long before he loses the ball? There, answer my own question, didn't I? Answer my own question. Probably 13 milliseconds. Brendan Johnson on this right-hand side, up against the United left back. Cuts inside, floats it. Hits the head of Lisandro Martinez. Josh Rosierski, no clue what he was doing there. Oh, United are getting sauce. Kulusevski. Again, if you're a Spurs fan, it's got to that point. If you don't get enough one, you'd be disappointed. Garnacho's by himself. Good switch of play by him. Rashford leaves it. Josh Rosierski, can he keep it on? Needs to get his head up. Kobe Mainoo, back to Zertsky. Zertsky, first time he really seen United have some passes, really and truly. Anything near Spurs' box. Bruno Fernandes floats it. Garnacho is poor from Bruno. When it does go forward for United, it's horrible. Everything connected to United is horrible. There's no ethos, there's no system, there's no method to the madness. Or maybe there is. It's just not working. Whatever they're doing in training, week in, week out, day in, day out, it's dead. Ruud van Nistelrooy, I promise you, you're going to get that United job one day. Have United even had a shot on target? I mean, technically, they probably have. This is horrible from United, boy. If you told me this is what Alex Ferguson's United would become, I'd say you're lying. But then again, if you told me City were going to be doing what they're doing in 2004 or whatever, when you used to get called a glory hunter supporting my club, be crazy. 10 minutes to go into the end of the first half, people. The best news I could say for a Manchester United fan right now is currently, provided it stays like this, you're only a goal down. Whether you believe in Ten Hag and these players is another thing, but they would have an opportunity to talk it, have it out at halftime and get their act together. And to be honest with you, similar to Leicester last game really that we did a watch along. Garnacho, good tackle by Bentancur. Bruno helps it on. That's a good ball to Garnacho. Can they get back in it? Garnacho hasn't found anyone apart from a Spurs shirt, and it's hooked clear. Solanke up against Deluded. What's Deluded gonna do? Yeah, Deluded, you're not serious, man. Solanke, that's poor from him. Should win a free kick, but it's a poor one. Deluded is moving mad as well. That's a good ball out to Marcus Rashford. Needs to wind back the years and just put the ball in the top bins. Marcus Rashford. The lot. Back to Marcus Rashford on this left-hand side. Rashford swings his left peg at it. Garnacho. Hit the post. I don't think that was the best of crosses from Rashford. I actually think Garnacho did very well to get something on that. Werner's not picking up his man. As a fullback, I hate that. I hate that. When you have to pick up two men, you've tried to tell your winger to follow his and they're not interested. It's clip the outside of the near post. Boy. United hit the post. Zertsky missed the tapping. Apart from that, nothing. Spurs playing out from the back here. Oh, Solanke, that's an important fact. Solanke's having a good game. If I'm honest with you, Solanke's having a very good game so far. Very good game so far, if I'm completely honest. But and their odds of winning are higher, obviously, as they're a goal behind. They're 9-2 to win, despite being one behind, which I think is value for money. To be fair, Craig, as I said, both of these teams, like United, maybe not in this dramatic circumstances, but they've stunk up the place, turned it around, got the 3 points, and it goes on to next week. Joshua Zertsky, Spurs do make things harder for themselves. Zertsky's pass to Garnacho wasn't the best. Garnacho, whatever he tried to do was horrible. And Spurs will say thank you for that. Madison, of all people, is giving away, and it's still not been dealt with. And Werner could be in here. Werner up against himself. Up against himself. The Sancho Martinez, what the hell was that? That was bookie. Like, he swiped at the ball, it didn't move. It's like, you must have learned that in Argentina. That was bookie. The hell is that? This is horrible. We're playing Man U at Old Trafford on the 8th of March. That can't come sooner, man. Brendan Johnson. Kulusevski. Does he get the better of Deluded? Deluded's fouled him. United's defensive structure is horrible. And that's another yellow card for another United fullback. United are all over the shop, man. All over the place. They need half time now. Because poor passes and touches from everything Spurs are doing is turning to gold. Like Spurs' poor passes are even not being picked upon. To be fair, I credit Onana for getting off his line and closing the angles early, but like, bro, Werner, really. I don't think Werner is a person we're going to waste too much time as a chat thinking about how he missed. The only thing that can save his blushes is if that was somehow offside. Free kick to Spurs. How United haven't conceded at least 2 today? For me as a fan, probably about 4, but how they haven't conceded at least 2 is a mystery. Madison delivery. Onana flaps it. It's falling to Van de Ven. Just ran out of space. Brendan Johnson tried to volley. Another corner for Spurs. Shameless performance by them, man. Shout out to channel members. Absolutely shameless. Cooler is cooking the lot. Rude doesn't look like someone who is a part of Ten Hag's coaching staff. He does his own thing. He's just strategic positioning, man. He just getting himself in the building, getting his feet wet, wolf in sheep's clothing, see who he could do a thing with, who he couldn't. And when the time comes, his job. Corner kick to Spurs. They need to do better marking the Spurs centre halves, I'll tell you that much. And have United dealt with that? Bentacle heads it on. Christian Romero. To be fair, as a centre half, he's done very well there. Appealing for a free kick, you're never going to get that. But somehow it's back here with Madison. And Madison's found Brendan Johnson. Brendan Johnson back to Madison. Probably trying not to be too intricate there. And again, United have not cleared their lines. Even you've got Christian Romero shows why he's a centre half. He's doing silly skills. Joshua Zertsky, okay, he's found Rashford. That pass should have set your fullback on his. Well, even Bruno Fernandes on his bike 20 years ago. Bruno Fernandes looking up, sees nothing. Finds Maino, who's typically one of the only ones available for a pass. See the angle? He tried to find the runner of Garnacho, and it's Bruno's surely got in the book there. That's another late one. Manchester United. What? Whoa. A red card. Whoa. A red. Damn. Boy. Let's see what you lot on being a goal down coming from behind then. Not that I'm cheering for Spurs. I hope you do it. But boy. Surely VAR's got to have a look at that. Let's see it again. Maybe that's right. Nah, let me see that again. He has slipped. It is high. I don't think it should be a red if I'm honest, but in today's day and age, it is a red card in today's day and age. Football's gone mad though if it doesn't see common sense. Boy, Paqueta might not be the only one doing madness. Neither Ivan Toney when he was here or Tonali. I think that's over for Bruno. Has VAR checked? Somehow, against a fellow traditional top 6 rival, look, Maddison's cool. Somehow, Martin Odegaard has played better against Man City than Bruno's played in this 43 minutes so far. Well, why have you still got the captain's armband on? Eric Ten Hag's as red as a tomato. Thanks. Managers get paid a lot of cash, but I don't envy you lot at all. Kobe Maino's down. I can't believe this, man. Man want to slander Odegaard when their captain is Bruno. Bruno. This is horrible. Boy. Apparently, top referees in England have officially been stopped from officiating in the matches in the Gulf states and other domestic leagues after controversy over their lucrative sideline blew up last year. Boy, they stopped Michael Oliver's bag. Boy, said I wanted drama, I wanted goals, I wanted an entertaining game. Not necessarily entertaining in terms of quality, but boy, Kobe Maino's coming off. Things going from bad to worse. Mickey Mount's on. Smash the like button and subscribe if you haven't. It's not nice in Manchester when on the eve of halftime there's some dodgy refereeing decision that sees you going down to 10 men. Kobe Maino's done. Bruno catted out. Probably an insight as to how United want to play, because Casemiro definitely would struggle. But in Casemiro of old, do you get someone who's just going to fly into tackles and set the tone with Agati, the tigerish South American partnership? Now, in reality, you're not going to see that. Mount's come on. Don't know how fit he is, really. He's had his own injury issues. You have got Mount and Rashford that are the kings of hero ball. I mean, Manchester United have pulled a lot of great escapes off throughout their history. Will they be Man United or will it be Man divided? Boy, maybe one goal for Spurs is enough. Do we think that's a red card, folks? Oh, may not Ed, that kid. So he shouldn't beg. That's why I shouldn't beg in this life, man. That's why I shouldn't beg. Never a red. That's 3 games straight red. Boy, yeah, good point, American Gunner. Damn, yeah. I don't want to see any of them win, but Man U still in the dressing room. They ain't showed up to play. But they could never, they're not even in the dressing room, bro. Because even if you're laxed, you're still in some game mode. These lot are still, whatever they was doing yesterday, man, whether they were shopping with the missus, looking after the little ones, at an early night, they're still in Saturday night. Kulusevski. Brendan Johnson. Now, definitely the fact that they've gone down to 10 men. If you're Spurs, you don't want to get excited. You don't want to do too much, but you even need to get a second now. To be fair, Brendan Johnson's acting like a prick. 2 couple goals and you're being an idiot. He is time. Oh, whoa! Nice to see someone else who's been booked for time wasting and delaying. So a couple of people get away with that. I'm not gonna lie, Agate don't look as strong and as tough as I thought, but it looks not lightweight, but they're not really tigerish, are he? Really? Onana's gone long. Joshua Zertsky. I think that come off his shin. Be a throw for Man United. Even the ball boys are laxed for Manchester United. How far the lot's having to run to find the second available ball? Doesn't make sense. Orange card, but it's Man U, so good call, ref. Soft red, quickly confirmed. Crazy decision, so much for an entertaining game. It will take the sting off it, and that's another talking point. I always say it with these refs. They don't want consistency. You're going to see someone get away with, like, for me, how is Bruno Fernandes sent off there, but Kovacic last year at the Emirates against Odegaard and Rice? They just want talking points. They just want talking points. They just want talking points. Now you're going to see former referees and all them guys on Sky Sports debating for a couple of days, really, probably until the Champions League starts, whether that was a red card. Timo Werner. To be honest, any bad things that Timo Werner does with a football and any frustrating things, Spurs fans don't deserve it. The manager does. And the recruitment staff, because who thought you could sign? You signed Werner and you stunk out the place before. So you bought him again. Make it good, cool. And the thing is, Werner will end up scoring today. It's a day for the shit guys. Brendan Johnson. Romero. 5 minutes have been added on, folks. Letter of the law, I was told time to take the L like Arsenal fans were told to. Amen. I have sympathy for football fans, but boy, gotta cry. If you gotta cry, cry, man. Marcus Rashford, what are you doing? Martinelli got a similar tackle yesterday, no card. Oliver Skip. Let's see what Keane thinks of this 10-man performance. Hey. Yes. I love that. Completely forgot about him. It's been done before. Late one from Mason Mount. I mean, trying to set the tone, but that's dead. Like, your team's losing. For me, it's not even a setting the tone thing. That's a United head loss. Head loss. Silly yellow card. Silly yellow card to get. Yeah, fuck him. Boy, couple of those tackles have been flying in. What have you lot made of the game so far? Arsenal fan, but that ain't no red man. They can hold that though. Stefan, you said it. You said it there. You have to hold it in life. Madison. United fan channels and chills going to be amazing if it stays like this. I prefer it to be Spurs. Expressions is comedy. Expressions is probably my favorite football content creator, man. Guys, I don't know how he does it, but yeah, but it would have been nice to see an A1 bit of content from him. But yeah, I have to tune into the United ones. Spurs all over the floor. Come on, United. But at this point, it comes down to personal pride. But then again, United fans, maybe not in this circumstances, but they see this every week. This is what your team do. And to be fair, whether it's a red or not, I think that sums up where United have been. Obviously, Bruno caught his man, so he was second best to the ball. That's been the theme of Manchester United within this 50 minutes of the first half, 5 minutes added on. Oh, Kulusevski, if he puts a better pass there, the Sandro Martinez has done well, but a better pass from him, and maybe there's a chance of a second. Mason Mount. United with their backs against all Van der Vent's quick in it. Throwing for United. Backs against the wall stuff. They're down to 10 men. They're a goal down. And to be fair, you think you'd be playing at Spurs' ground. This is tough to watch. Only if you support Man United, the content is going to be A1. 10 seconds left of this first half. Way. Glory, glory, Man United. Glory, glory, Man United. Lisandro Martinez. Rashford ain't controlling that. Oh, right. Broken clock's right side today. End of the first half, folks. What have we made of that so far, people? Unfortunately, my lemonade has ran out, so let me actually go and get a quick refill. Let me know your thoughts of what we've seen. Currently, Spurs are winning a goal to nil. It's only right. I show my banger.
Against this right back, Charlie.
Back again, folks. And I know it's unprofessional. I don't want to show you the aftermath, but I remembered I bought sugarcane and it looked at me when I was downstairs. And I thought about you lot. But the sugarcane thought about me. So I ate that quickly. But I'm back. I got a Man United fan dude, might not talk to me for a few months after I talk to him tomorrow. Unfortunately, that's what Man United fans are. They're the kings and queens of giving it, but not being able to take it. They've got so much to say. They can write lengthy reports, and for you lot that are in uni and college dissertations, when Arsenal or anyone else makes mistakes, they'll go in depth, analytics, and then people that will ring off your phone, ring it off when your team catch it L. You call them, they're gone. It's going straight to voicemail. I would have preferred Man United to win today. It's unfortunate, as much as I'm going to enjoy the smoke I'm going to be doing in the group chats, it would have been better if Spurs lost, because that makes me feel better. United, it's just great to get their fans. Spurs, I genuinely want nothing for you lot. The sadder United pundits like Neville Lard, the happier I am. Jamie Carragher needs to be on his BS today, man. Troll the hell out of that guy, please. Please. If someone calls Werner, you need to cry, bro. I'm so happy we didn't get Mount. To be fair, you never, obviously Mount's frauding up the place. But you never know what you would have seen from Mount in an Arsenal shirt. He could have been better than what he's seeing now, which I think would have been the case. Whether he'd have been the answer is another thing. He could have been even worse. But United got no structure. They've got no structure. There's no pieces to the... It's like they just they just pile problems on top of problems. In the Premier League, you need to be able to defend. If you want to get Champions League football, look, football's a simple game. You all know it. No matter what you want to do tactically, all these managers have different ethoses and different ways of playing, and what this manager thinks the most important, this one don't really care about. But you need to keep balls at the back of your net, and you need to score. Pardon me. Man United do score goals, of course, owing to the quality of players they have, but they're underperforming. They're underperforming in that metric. They can't create chances. Their midfield can't press, can't defend. Clearly struggle playing out from the back. Bad habits throughout the whole team defensively, summed up with how they defend. Square pegs in round holes. Just an absolute and utter mess. They're literally individual brilliance FC. You might see a little moment from Rashford where he does something, etc., etc. I'm sorry, but a Premier League player and a Premier League footballer in today's day and age, look how quickly it is taken, obviously for the goal, but look how, and Sky Sports probably doing Man United a service, I can't wait for Gary Neville to dissect Van der Ven's run, But yeah, look how long it's taken. 3, 4, 5. De Ligt, the nearest one to him. By the time De Ligt puts the ball in, Van der Ven puts the ball in, De Ligt is too late. And at the same time, who is following Brennan Johnson? Brennan Johnson got a tap in. Take nothing away from him. It's great from him, and probably it shows why, his goal scoring has improved. He looks more confident, but obviously getting in the right areas. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Gabriel Jesus, would it kill you to have done that against Bolton? Anyways, look at that. It started in his own half. That's the one benefit, I guess, with playing a high line from Spurs. You play crap teams like this, you're gonna get hit. You're gonna get chances if you nick the ball early. Horrible. Mazzuari, De Ligt, 6s and 7s. Rashford, I don't know. Fair enough, Rashford's done the ball, but my man's not even looking. Rashford's not even looking. Once he's lost the ball, man, he's doing it. Oh, I lost the ball and he turned around. You don't even know. You probably have only realized it's a madness when Van der Ven's actually put that ball in the across the box. Ashley Young looks like he wants to cry. Boy, ouch. I'll take that as an Arsenal fan. Man United catching an elbow, man. Let's see that red card incident where things went from bad to worse. I do think Bruno slipped. I think Joseph said in the chat, orange card. I do think the game's gone mad, but he has caught him high. And ultimately, you're giving the ref a decision to make. Rashford is on a downhill. He should be at a mid, I think you mean mid-table team. Voldemort and Harry Potter on the United bench. Extremely harsh red card. Manchester United 0, Spurs 5. The chickens should be up. United need to accept in high school you was the man, homie. Now you're just a washed up dealer. The game's changed and gone past you. Hey, Mount not good enough for you guys. Yeah, my boss is a United season ticket holder who still does not show any positives about City ever. I mean, you can't not like, yeah, we can talk about 115 charges. I'm not gonna lie, my guy, big up you, Craig, because you're a City fan, but I think your players are a bunch of, pussycats for how they reacted in the aftermath of the Arsenal game with talking, but you can't not admire it. But it's killing him. Man United's worst nightmare has been going on for years. Their team, like somebody said, they were the bullies in high school. Nobody cares about them no more. Not the girls, not making money, ain't got a good job. Nobody cares. Friend, not really any friends, ain't got any of that. So they've mashed up internally. Liverpool have been doing things like Liverpool. What was it last year before? Liverpool scored like 7-8 when they played them. Something crazy like that. So you got Liverpool doing whatever. Manchester City, who they probably never glanced at Manchester City, never looked. I don't even know what direction it would be in from Old Trafford to the Etihad, but never looked over there. Looked over there, and before you know it, we all remember, what was it, 012 or something like that, where City snatched, against that game against QPR, where they snatched the Premier League, and City's the place to be. The only thing that probably harms City, and then you've got the caveat of Pep, is some footballers probably don't want to live in Manchester. A bit like what you probably see with Newcastle. I think London is obviously football is the main thing, but London is a big aspect, in my opinion, as to why a lot of footballers, so whether that's Spurs, Arsenal, Chelsea, Crystal Palace, Brentford, even now, West Ham, I've said them all right, Fulham, must have said every Britain, I was about to say British, every London-based team there. I can't be missing anyone else out there. Let me try that again. Arsenal, Chelsea, Spurs, Man United. Now that was for the fans pre-em, but on a serious note, Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester United, Fulham. Man said Manchester United. Once again, I'm being silly. Arsenal, Chelsea, Spurs, Fulham, West Ham, Brentford, Crystal Palace. 7, right? I'll say Fulham again. I don't know if I said them, but yeah, I would be good on a quiz show, man. I said Prem. You nailed it. Big up, Craig. I said Prem. If we were saying London-based in all aspects, then yeah, you throw Watford. We were in the Prem not too long ago. QPR the same. Shout out Leyton Orient. I can't see Man United getting a top-tier manager for a while. They need to get their house in order, man, because it's a reflection. You look at City. If they just got Pep Guardiola, cool, Pep is great. He's amazing. Yeah, he can do things. But the structure was set up for Pep to just focus on doing the crazy manager thing. Dare I say, probably more so everything's geared towards the champs. They're doing, they've got a good stadium for the youth academy. They've got great youth academy where people like Cole Palmer, they missed the trick, he's gone. Obviously, Foden's come through. Rico Lewis is there. They can buy any player they want. All the structures, like they've got the right people above it, because that's what football is. Let's have it right. How many managers run things in today's day and age from top to bottom? Even though there's plenty of question marks to have over Ten Hag, make no mistake, nobody really run. Pep don't even do that. Obviously, he has a say. They listen to him. They give him everything he needs. Dare I say, Arsenal vented into that territory. Chelsea are trying. In my opinion, Chelsea are getting their act together, but they've still got teething issues there. I guess Postecoglou is more, obviously you're the manager, and I don't know how much money Spurs have got, but I'm sure with the greatest of respect to these players, Postecoglou would have loved to have gone into this season with better players, especially in attacking ranks, than Werner, Richarlison, Brennan Johnson, that new youth that they got from Burnley, etc., etc. So you're kind of at their mercy. So you see, if the house isn't in order, like from top to bottom, it's like a company. Craig mentioned, his boss. So obviously, in any company, you got the bot who's your direct line manager. He might be the owner of the company, but you got, let's just say, owners of the company, head honcho, shareholders, directors of football, yada yada yada. Then you got the manager. Clearly, Ten Hag's getting his say to a degree within certain remits, because they brought in Casemiro under you. My man was there as well, man. They did bring back Cristiano Ronaldo. You've got to spend crazy money on Anthony. And what's going on there? Player you knew, you're getting to dip back into your market and bring guys as well, and you're frauding up the place. But they need to get their house in order, because if they sack do Manchester United necessarily need a top tier manager? Of course, everybody would like Pep Guardiola, Ancelotti, all these seasoned veterans, of prime Jose Mourinho, all of these seasoned veterans with illustrious CVs. Everyone wants that. But is Maresca, Chelsea are not doing much, but I actually think Maresca's doing okay. He won the championship at Leicester, but he's not a household name. The casual football fan that's not watching the championship, or if it was a pub quiz, they might not say Enzo Maresca as a manager. Arteta ain't won nothing of significance, not dissing my manager, but he was seen as a rookie. It's fair to say that decision's backed up. He probably was being even groomed to take over from Pep one day potentially, you know. So even if they get rid, do they need that? Even if they get rid of the manager, like I guess I'm saying two things. Even if they get rid of the manager, it's still going to be a madness. And do they even need a top guy? Because they've tried the top guy stuff. You know, they fair enough. Ten Hag's a bit of a hybrid. I don't really think he's a top name, but like that. But he was rated based on what he did at Ajax to obviously get that role. He's obviously won some stuff in his career. They've had Van Gaal, they've had Jose Mourinho, they've had guys, and it's all been crap. They've brought in stars. So yeah, I did see something in the week about apparently they want to win the league by 2026. Now you never know. You never know. Arteta's been here since 2019. Only really started for me getting serious in the last 3 years, including this year. So this year, last season, and the year before that. But even the year before that, where we missed out with top four, you could see the building blocks. So how long is it going to take to have a competitive squad? You might win the league on a dodgy one, but what is the ethos? Yeah, Man United, they're a big club. They're always going to bring through young players. Whatever you've got to say about Maino, Garnacho, Rashford, they've ticked that off, and there might be some couple others. But 1 minute they're buying stars, then they're trying to be smart. It just seems reactive. Can't lie, Haaland. But if an Arsenal player did that, it'd be a red card. And I'm not gonna lie, Haaland's a coward, my guy, man. He ran off. I don't mind it though, like, because for me, I can't get excited when I see Kai Havertz and Benjamin White doing that kind of dark art stuff. I can't lap it up when it's my team and then it's others. The only thing I would say with Haaland is where it's gone too far, and you, for the first time, you've looked like what's he, like 22, is where you're doing the thing with Arteta. Right, you'll be charged up for the game, but where you're doing all of that to Arteta, what's all of that about? I heard it's nice to live there at Manchester. Probably a nice area, but Manchester rains, man. Casemiro's on. Like, let's just say Manchester United with the envy of British football. City are up there as well, yeah. Arsenal are up there as well. You've got Real Madrid and Barca in their primes. Obviously, there's a hierarchy, man. I'm going to pick two changes. Casemiro's on for Spurs. Casemiro's on for Man City. Jed Spence is on for Spurs. Like, obviously, you're going to pick the team where you think they're winning stuff. Real Madrid got the heritage, but I do think for some players, like if there was 100 players to pick for, some might want to move to an Arsenal or Chelsea or whatever because it's in London. Got to remember, this is a job. And off that, yeah, Cesc Fabregas was a quality player, but when you look at the places, Cesc Fabregas, I don't know why I'm even thinking of this. Cesc Fabregas has lived quite a movie, if you're honest with yourselves. He's lived in Como, still there in Italy. Obviously, he's come through at Barcelona. He's lived in London. Feels like he's definitely been somewhere else. Or maybe not. Can Manchester United turn it around? Can they get a point which would feel like a victory with 10 men? I just realised. Why are Manchester United not going for it? Why are Manchester United not going for it? Why are they not being brave? Why are they not entertaining? Manchester United don't move me. Half of the things they say when it's Arsenal. And I would rather be lapping up a Spurs L, but can't have everything in life, can you? Lisandro Martinez, delete. Arsenal fans, we will be going live to speak Arsenal briefly around 7-ish. Casemiro fouled there. Madison can't believe his luck on that one. Oh, yeah. Garnacho. Lisandro Martinez. To be fair, he's been part of the rubbishness in defence, but at least I've seen some sort of presence. Like, I've seen some sort of presence from Marcus Rashford, Garnacho, Zertsky, and Cole, and it's been dead. Just as I was saying something positive about Lisandro Martinez, he's handed it back to Spurs here. Delete. Boy, it's 2-0. It's 2-0. It's 2-0. Kulusevski has scored the second. Manchester United 0, Spurs 2. Damn. United's defending again. Horrible defending once again. Boy, go for it. Go for it. We didn't concede. We did not concede 2 with Thingy, boy, with 10 men. Boy. Be brave with 10 men. Go for it, they said. Horrible. How is there not any brain cells in Manchester United's play saying we've got 10 players? We've got to be even more switched on. Lissandro Martinez, just as I said, I saw some presence. Rey Mysterio was dispossessed. Brennan Johnson, I think you have to credit the assist. Deluded can't stop the cross. I thought he was going to just about nick it there. You know, he didn't. It's taken a slight ricochet off him. Kulusevski's just kind of karate chopped the ball. He's kind of kissed it with his foot and just helped it on its way in. Used the direct, not even the direction. That's the wrong word. Like, use the pace of the ball just to keep it on its way. I think Anana's got a slight fingertip and he ain't done nothing. And it ain't done nothing because it's in the back of the net. But hey, spare a thought for managers, man. You focus on something all week. You see your team play like that. You go down to 10 men just before halftime. Your team come out and concede. Where you lot are the ones that need to score. And to be fair, Spurs probably deserve that. If I'm Postecoglou, I'm not even going to lie. I might even be don't force it. But I'd even be a bit angry at my team. But you should have scored 2 goals about 20, 30, 40 minutes ago. Jed Spence, who's come on for Destiny and Doggy, which is probably the only thing that puts a downer on this so far from Spurs. Probably waiting to see exactly what the diagnosis will be, if that was just a precaution. I think they played in Doggy through the pain barrier, and obviously it didn't work on this. The gamble didn't pay off. I'm not impressed with Spurs, neither am I, but for us Arsenal fans or anyone that don't support Spurs, it's not to be impressed. It's just about winning the games. And for the first time in a while, I haven't seen Spurs tested in any real capacity defensively. Again, and I hear it. Onana's trying to find a run. He's trying to find a run of Rashford. But Man United, it's like, you know, in football, there's the first ball, and then naturally it's gravity. The ball's going to drop if someone heads it on. There's no willingness to get close to your teammates to try and compete for the first and second balls. That I genuinely can't believe this. And then what makes it worse is, Mazzuari's walking a tightrope as well. On a yellow card, as you don't know. Casemiro. Boy, it's just a horrible day at the office for Man United. Deluded. Even him, he can't. I'm definitely looking at Deluded funny because why didn't you really up the levels at Juventus? Why didn't you really up the levels at United so far? Why didn't you really up the levels at Bayern Munich? Why'd you get ditched at Bayern Munich? Like, when we talk about top defenders in the world, the way you was talked about Ajax, like we would have thought in the years to come, which is now, you'd be the done. But one thing I'll say to Deluded, it don't matter who you could put a prime Van Dijk and a prime Sol Campbell in that defense right now, and they will look rubbish. Anyone United put out there, Jed Spence, haven't seen him get a Premier League game really, and he's got one. And to be fair, it's good tenacity from him. He's put a good ball in. To be fair to the substitute, Pedro Puro, who if Spurs are to score again, I need my FPL points. Don't know why Onana's laying down. You need to get up, bro. So we're saying Spurs no longer the Chucks, and it's Ten Hag. Ten Hag gone before Thanksgiving. When is that? Arsenal, Liverpool, City, Chelsea, my top 4 for the end of the season. It's if Chelsea don't shoot themselves in the foot. I think Emery might do a thing, but Villa will shoot themselves in the foot like today. I think the only shootings a bit like last season, and I'm wary of saying shootings. I think Arsenal, City, Liverpool, whatever. What's the word? Whatever rankings you got, the 3 teams, they'll be playing Champions League football next season. Other than that, if Spurs can get some results, if United can get their act together, if Villa can continue. Because I'll be real, Villa look better than Spurs and United in terms of the structure. Jed Spence, that's a pen, ref. That's 100% a pen. Well, he's not giving a pen because he played an advantage. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. I'm not on the ground. And if he's conned me, Jed Spence has conned me. But my first reaction was pen. Nah, okay. Jed Spence, it's a good call from the ref. Jed Spence should be booked there. He's looking for that. Kulusevski, Mason Mount, good defending, but he needs to be careful. He's on the yellow. Bro, that's not even Kulusevski. That's Van de Ven. Wow. Yo, DG just passing. Well, at least Man United can say they didn't play defensive and negative. Listen to them spin it later. Bro, they were brave. They were brave. And they can say whatever they want about Arsenal's defending. At least you can see what we was trying to do. You can't see what they're trying to do. What is United trying to do today? Well, listen, we've just been speaking about like how they've been moving as a football club anyways. But today, what are they doing? You're not attacking. You're not defending. And it's about to get worse. Pedro Porro into the hands of Onana. The maddest thing is, Spurs could up the goal difference. They should easily just, what, they won 4-0 against Kat Yarabag, right? They should easily match that today if they really want to. Onana, to be fair, with the way United move, they might as well let this number 2 goalie play and just play Onana in midfield, because at least he tries to pass the ball forward. Probably tries to pass the ball forward a lot more. Well, you can't pass backwards as a goalie, but tries to find his teammates in the final third a lot more than some of his midfield colleagues and those that are paid to do such. Tottenham fans singing you're getting sacked in the morning, mad thing. Jed Spencer's been booked for a deliberate handball. Deluded, Ogate, he looks timid, man. Give him some time before I judge you as a neutral, but you look timid. Lisandro Martinez, wait. Going outside, another foul. Lisandro Martinez goes into the books. He's losing his head. Solanke getting into it with him. Oh, it's cool though. Lisandro Martinez, Mr. Tough Man. Mr. Tough Man. How dare Man United fans ever compare Lisandro Martinez to Saliba and Gabriel? Yeah, he's won a World Cup. Great stuff. Great for him. Fantastic. And you are right. Mustafi won a World Cup. See how dumb it gets. Obviously, he played more of a role than Mustafi, but you see how dumb it gets doing that trophy stuff. Indisciplined in all aspects. Keeping your heads, following shirts, just a lack of discipline today. The way United players are playing, if you want to know what not to do, if a manager goes into a game of this magnitude and is unclear, he should watch this game and do the complete opposite based on the Man United perspective. Do the complete opposite. Everything United have done, do the complete opposite. Werner, Mazzawari's done well, has he? I spoke too soon. Goal kick for United. Man, you got to love the bravery, wide open and playing with such honor. A shame about the score. Brave performance. Look. You got Manchester United history makers, greatness. Rooney bringing his kids to the game. He's dead. Probably thinks we should have went off the Butlins. Vicario. James Maddison. Haven't asked the question of Vicario. Kulusevski, Casemiro getting sent shop. It's not even fun anymore. Ogate, this guy's weak, man. Kulusevski puts it in his. Even Werner's going to score. What did we say? No, it hasn't. How Solanke? Oh, no. You're one of the only United players that should be fed after this game, because you're the only one that looked like that's actually tried to play. How Solanke and I know how Werner didn't do it, but would Werner have been offside? How that hasn't ended up in the back of the net, I don't know. Onana's kind of parried it. He's done well there to stop Solanke. And it's one of them where I think Solanke defo thinks he's going to bag. Boy, this could get ugly. You know what? If Spurs had Kane and Son, they could have easily scored 5 goals. Quite simply, Spurs need a couple better quality players. If I'm honest with you, Kulusevski should have an assist or have some sort of highlights. And here he is drifting again. Rashford wins the ball there. But why is it taking 56 minutes for someone from Man United to do something like that? Marcus Rashford, which again, decision making and him, is chalk and cheese. Oh God, he's not strong, lad. He's not strong enough. Maybe it's a fitness thing because they did talk about that. But you look like you need to go gym a little bit, man. When I saw you at Sporting Lisbon and when I fought Agati, I do think you get misprofiled a bit, but you was definitely a lot stronger than this. You're getting brushed aside. Fully boys against men. And actually, collectively, United probably got older team than Spurs. Romero. And to be honest, if I'm Spurs, if I'm Postecoglou, there must be a young winger or something, like Mikey Moore or something. Someone that can get some minutes that was going to do something proper on that left-hand side. Werner's biggest enemy is himself. And here he is on this left-hand side. Finds Maddison. Spurs should have been 2 or 3 goals up before even half-time. Amen. They should have conceded. Zertsky should have scored. Man said, you're a sick man if you're enjoying this Man United downfall. You guys should be ashamed of yourself. If you're enjoying this, might as well call me an ambulance because I'm loving this. Manchester United in the second half, no shots, none on target, no touches in the up box, 33% of the ball. They're brave though. Brave though. A tough week for a man divided, man. 20 dealt with them. And then, boy, whatever this is. But their fans know that United are not good. That's why they spend all their years talking about Arsenal. Couldn't happen to a nicer fan base. The club, Man United, a magical club. If I was a footballer and they called me to play for them, I'd listen to any call they have to say. The fact your fans, horrible, man. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Where's my phone? I bet they don't pick up just to prove their cowards. Garnacho down this left-hand side. Tries to put a ball into the box. Doesn't come off on that occasion. Why is it? Where's my... All right, let's start calling this a corner kick to Madison. Madison Mount. I'm moving like I don't know players. It's a decent knock by Mountain. Is it another corner? Look, they don't pick up their phones, people. The cowards. Don't get twisted. I would love for United to come back and draw this game. But then we say Spurs, but don't think that was intentional by Kulusevski. But if he was caught there, there'd have been problems. They're hiding, man. They're hiding people. It's a shame about man divided, man. Marcus Rashford, it's a good ball. Garnacho can't bring it down. Casemiro's falling to the wrong guys. Deluded. Should you have dived? Lisandro Martinez, it's gone wide. Spurs need to remain focused, if I'm honest with you. Look, they're not picking up people. This is proof. You lot see how much my phone dings off. Oh, is there what happened there? There's appeals for a handball. That's a share. Come, man. There ain't no handball for it. Listen, I would love Spurs to get this decision against them. But come on, man. That can't be a penalty, man. The game's gone mad. I understand. Listen, if I support Man United, I want that. I'm saying something on this live stream very different. Saying it's a stone wall. That's a shit. Like, what can a man do? Thank you. Like, it's very soon. Defenders are, well, to be fair, they changed back some of the rules, but defenders are going to have to defend like that. Can't have arms. Casemiro delivers. No one really in the box. Oh, Garnacho can't bring it under. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow. Surely Ten Hag's got. He's made 2 subs already, but surely he's got to change up the pattern. Got to try something. Where's Diallo? Man, dash that on, man. You might have to just play left back, hybrid left back, left wing. Your Spurs, just bring anyone who's struggling. Tell them to get a goal, man. If you're Postecoglou, you're telling Brendan Johnson, brother, don't leave that pitch without a brace. You might even get a hat-trick if you're on it. You're probably giving up with Werner now because Werner should be doing what Cole Palmer. Bro, Werner should have more goals than Cole Palmer today. This weekend, better yet. So, Lanky, I think your performance has been all right, but you should have scored. This is so brave, though, man. This is so brave for Manchester United. This is so courageous, man. Very courageous performance. Very brave performance. Streets are saying Bruno Fernandes has had 22 shots on goal. 22 shots, 0 goals. He has more red cards than goals. Damn. Bruno. What other statistics are there? Josh Rozerski's last 7 games for Man United. Currently 0 goals, 0 assists. 007. Anthony has more goals than Bruno this season. Boy. Garnacho could have been in there. Actually, Bruno Fernandes joins Vidic, Rooney, and Roy Keane in being captains for Manchester United sent off in the Premier League game. This is horrible, man. Van der Ven has more assists in the Premier League with 2 than Manchester United players do this season. Boy. Garnacho with an in-swinger. It's mad. You're now gone down to 10, and we've seen them in Spurs' box. DG, who did you want to lose this game? Because I know you don't like either teams. I'd rather Spurs lose, 100%. But it's one of them. It's a win-win. What would be great is if somehow United get 2 goals and then we can banter United about the issues. We get onto them about celebrating the draw. Spurs bottling, best of both worlds. But I'll never want Spurs to win a damn game of football. But it's one of those. It's a win-win. I think that's a soft free kick to give against Solanke. Especially when you got Mr. Hardman, Lissandro Martinez. Ten Hag telling them to push up. Yeah, please continue to do this. You know what's mad, yeah? Ten Hag's the sort of madman to come out and say, yeah, the game plan worked. Last 5 minutes, United have had 3 shots, 0 on target, 7 touches in the up box. Still 38% of the ball. Possession. Another example, really, that possession is everything, but it's what you do with it. It's the better question to ask. Mason Mount to take this. It's got to be something good. Oh, Lord. Vicario collects. If Vicario looks confident collecting crosses, you're doing something wrong. Jed Spence. Chilwell will probably be taking some inspiration, man, from him. Werner done well to find Maddison. Maddison poor from him, if I'm honest. But he's still going to somehow find Solanke. To be fair, credit to Rashford. Offside flag came up. Dusty gloves. Not going to lie, Spurs making C2. Nah, man, I don't. Spurs flat, period. Nah, man. I don't think so. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, I think we frozen. Am I still here? I think they tried to stop us hating people. I think they tried to stop us, people. They tried. For Alex Ferguson tried to get rid of the channel. We're back. That was scary. Apologies for technical difficulties, folks, and any interruptions. Guys, this could be the day we can laugh at United. But we're laughing at United for it. It's not fun anymore. Kulusevski drives it to the back post. It's cannoned off the head of Marcus Rashford. But Agate might not. They might. How much did PSG get for you? They sold you a dodgy motor. Jed Spence, Bentacle. I mean, you don't want to be down to 10 men with Christian Eriksen. Is he on the bench? They surely need someone that can put some silky passes. Someone that wants to play football. Tried to silence me, man. Probably Gary Neville. Gary Neville, shameless, man. They're probably saying he's a Salford fan anyway. He's like, bye. Puro, Madison. Oh, surely that's gone off. Thought the ball went off there, but it's here with Garnacho, Mazzuari. Casemiro heads it on. It doesn't get anywhere. Don't forget, people. Champions League watch-alongs are back. We start off with Arsenal PSG on Tuesday. And appreciate you lot who are tuned in today. And also some of you are bound to have been on both my watch-alongs today and yesterday. So, yeah. How long's Garnacho's contract? Ain't no way staying for the long-term rebuild like this. I like Garnacho, funny enough, but it's a squad player thing. Jed Spence. One of the best of passes to Werner, but the move still progresses. Werner. At this point, this is just about you getting some minutes. Hey, Werner's horrible, bro. I said DMs with low socks. What's going on here? It's true, you know. Because you better be a baller, or you need to be like Busquets didn't do it. But if you was doing that Busquets kind of stuff, you've earned the right to be doing what you're doing. But it's true. It might not be the truth, man. They sold you a dream. They're like, yeah, England money, Man United, London, couple hours away. You can go on holiday. You can go shopping with the missus. They sold him a dream because he's getting roughed up today, man. Pardon me, second best. And United got ripped off bare, man. Man, you are so bad. It's crazy from the 90s. He has potential. I don't hate him, but this ain't for him. Was Garnacho clip there? He's not appealing, so I think it was a tackle. Pedro Puro. Brennan Johnson does well. Bentacle. I mean, if there was one positive for Man United, they've gone forward a lot more. That's a very poor pass from James Maddison. You're literally paid to break their lines. I understand it, Dover and whatnot. Casemiro, is that going to find the teammate? Good defending by Jed Spence, to be brutally honest with you. Puts it out of touch. It will be a throw-in. Højlund's coming on. Oh, Ten Hag, don't listen to my stream and try say, bring me in madness. He's bringing on Ericsson. Trying to bring me Lisandro Martinez. Casemiro! Inches. That's what she said. Too wide. She could have said that. I'm a fool. Just. Would he have been offside? He would have. I always say it, but on another day, that might just clip the other side of the post. So close, but yet so far. Oh, man, I'm coming from Australian League and Scottish League and bopping you. It's crazy. That's crazy. Very crazy. What do you like more, Arsenal playing in the Champs or the Prem? I mean, we're a British club, so the Prem, but the Champions League, man. If someone said you could be rubbish for another 10 years, but you win the Champions League this season, I'm on it. I can't lie to you. I know I shouldn't. I'll deal with any other problems tomorrow. Arsenal, look, come on, man. City weren't serious for time, and then they got one. Chelsea robbed two. United have got some. Liverpool illustrious. We're the only one out of the friendship group. Like, without that, Timo Werner cost him 2 goals. At this point, he's cost himself. Like, he's cost no one but himself. I don't even think Werner's own family believe in him on a football pitch because he don't believe in himself. And again, that's one player. Spurs deserve that's self-inflicted pain. You know what he's on. Leipzig wanted to shot him. He's second choice at Leipzig. They benched him at Leipzig. Why would you buy him or get him on loan and think he's going to help you? Again as well. But Levy probably said, you know what, cheap and cheerful. We know how he works. We know what sort of money he works. He's fine. Spurs going to get a third. Ericsson, really. Spurs needs another 2. 2-0 is a dangerous scoreline. We learned that yesterday. It is. But even for Spurs, surely, man. 10 men, 2-0 up, surely. Brennan Johnson loses it. I don't know why you're appealing for a foul there. Marcus Rashford, how long for you lose it? Fair enough. Garnacho. Credit to Brennan Johnson. He stopped the cross. Agate. Give him time, but what do you do? Like, you're not really a good passer like that. I ain't really seen no tenaciousness. I think a lot of it's confidence. That's a good pass. See with Garnacho on the left. Garnacho, Casemiro, Lisandro Martinez. You've got to swing your right peg at it. You're being an idiot. I know you're a centre back, but come on. Werner, he's by himself. Oh, okay, Werner. Let's see. All right, let's see what Werner's got. Don't run for the halfway flag. I mean the corner flag. Timo Werner, he skips past Mazzarari. Mazzarari can't commit too much. Werner, he tried. Ultimately, the final ball was dead. You know what? Hey, Werner's shameless. Our man did that. He defo says, where's my options? Oh, Werner is moving like Martinelli. What year was it Martinelli was doing the madness? Garnacho, gone for the shot. It's cannoned off a Spurs lad corner kick. Getting a bit end-to-end stretch now. United are actually completing passes now. It's mad. Doing this, though, when you're 2 goals down, this should have been done from the 4th minute onwards when you concede the first. Højlund, Agate off. You know, on this. I'll give you till January. For me as a fan, as a fan of football, I'll give Agate till Jan. I'm going to enjoy, like, quite question marks. Agenda's got agenda, but give you till Jan. You don't look like you deep the task. Rashford's off, by the way. Zertsky's only on the pitch because he can pass a ball. At this point, there must be some youngsters that can plug some gaps. for United in their academy. Christian Eriksen to deliver. It's a poor one from Christian Eriksen, and Eriksen's going to try and get there against Werner. Is Werner going to head down the touchline, bro? Werner's skipping past Eriksen. Werner, how are you appealing for a free kick? It's getting to the point though. Like Spurs are starting to invite a bit of pressure. Probably need to take Werner off now, if I'm honest. Garnacho never a free kick. Ref. That's Pedro Porro should be aggrieved. I told you DG Agate on his own wouldn't be United saviour. Big game on Tuesday. Hopefully Arsenal sharp and switch on. I would like to see Timo do well though. It's the football fan in me. Just want the guy to have a good run, but Spurs still lose. I hate that. I want him to beg. You're right, man. No one likes to see someone down on their luck, man. Are you doing a watch along for the Madrid derby at 8 p.m.? Can't lie, I didn't know that was on today. I'm going to watch it, though. So, now. Clockeng was banging yesterday. Big up yourself, 76. It must have been a madness being there. The highs still up way. The Emirates in the Premier League for us is filled with too much drama. We have late goals. We've got dramatic comebacks. Have got slapped there on occasion. Frustrating performances. Christian Eriksen with the free kick. Bro, what's going on with Christian? Yeah, it's just lock it off. I told Ten Hag, don't listen to my stream. I know I was saying bring on Eriksen. But Eriksen moving like he can't pass the ball. Garnacho was switch of play. Was that the right decision? No, it's found Spence. Maddison killed Spence, though. Spence probably didn't back himself enough. Hooks it first time. To be fair to you, it's back here with United, though. Casemiro puts it into the box. Højlund. Deluded. Good commitment from Deluded, to be fair. Into the hands of Vicario. Spurs. Apologies. United have huffed and puffed a bit in this second half. Huffing and puffing don't score goals, though. Damn, Angie snatching Ten Hag's watch and chain could never be Arteta. Wait. Don't try Nick Ramirez, Gonyanto Pure. Arthur, don't be worried, man. Former Ajax manager Ten Hag played with 9 men brave football in the Champions League against Chelsea. It was crazy to watch. Boy. It's just a bad day at the office for everything Manchester United connected. Vicario. Bentacle. Pedro Puro. Kulusevski's been a bit quiet, but he was electric really at a point in the game. Brennan Johnson. We could have had another goal in this. He's a good ball to Madison's touch was horrible in truth. Ooh, good turn by Mason Mount, I must admit. Mazuari. Højlund, can he trap the ball? Nope. Boy. Kulusevski. Madison. Oh, I thought he would shoot. Solanke, does he reckon he wants to shoot? Can't blame him because they ain't really created any clear-cut chances for Solanke. Tries to fashion a shot. Probably not the best of decisions to make on that occasion. Don't listen to people. These footballers definitely, these coaches, they defo listen to us. Did we not say bring on Mikey Moore? Postecoglou's defo watching Mikel Arteta. Boy. Looks like Mikey Moore, the youngster's coming on. Very good player, man. Played with Ethan at England youth level. Still does, technically. Far more, I'm not listening to Brendan Johnson. I can't lie on the other side, man. And they're bringing on the egg value. I think he's soft, but he plays good football. Yeah, Werner, I rate it. Werner's baffled as to why he's coming off. I got time for Werner, man. Not at my club. A trio of changes. Sar's going to be coming on for Spurs. Madison's off. I think a couple of opportunities or in the final third, Madison's paid to get a goal or an assist, and he's not picked the right decision today. Boy, I like Sar. Triple of changes, man. Fresh blood. It's clearly going to be a short taking corner. Or is it going to be one from the training ground? How these men done more in the second half than the whole game. If you can't match Spurs running, you just have to hold on to the 60th minute when they can't press so much. And Blink, can you miss it? Game, set, match. Anime done. Solanke is back. To be fair, he's had a good performance today. Game, set, match. One for the training ground. They let Spurs score from a set piece here. It's peak for United. It is so peak for United. It's so peak. It's so peak. United dusted. And even that, I don't want to sound like Graham Souness once again, but you're 3-0 down. It's raining as well, so the mud should stick to your shirt. Them United kits look clean. To be fair, the Spurs ones do as well. They had to work. Look, animating. Lad, sourcing. One from the training ground. Let's see exactly how that happened. Egg Val's delivered, bro. It's horrible. Do you know what? It's good movement from Solanke. There's a touch of fortune, as I think a Spurs man has won the initial header. Sar's got the assist. So, hey, Postecoglou, all his subs have come on and somewhat played a part for Solanke to bag. Damn. Where United will be the solution that United fans will be saying, damn, 3-0. The Spurs have toyed with them. Like, it should be 7. They should have broken some statistics today. United fans cutting. To be fair, boy, it's raining. I'm sure you got to take the kids to school. You got jobs. Got to get dinner on. Obviously, it's raining. You're going to get a cold. Imagine getting that. Sourcing. My United fans have gone missing. Absolutely missing. Could it be 4? If it gets any more than this. Relly Ren, why aren't you answering my phone? I need you to pick up the call instantly, man. It's an emergency. I want to know why Mr. Ten Hag is losing 3-0. This is brave, though. 10 men. This is very brave. Committed. Brave. You're not entertaining. You're not moving us. Crazy. Furthermore, Jadon Sancho's getting assists at Chelsea. Is it fair to say Ten Hag's poison? What's going on with Joshua Zertsky? Jarrell, what's going on with Ogate? He is not tigerish. He don't even look better than Lucas Torreira. The agendas can start in peace. Hey, no, United fan chill today is gonna be lit. Watching the fan channel is gonna be amazing. I might even go live on Twitch. It's a shame Spurs have won, unless there's supreme bottling, but there's a silver lining. Christian Romero hooks it. Youngsters getting minutes on that. Eggval, don't know who this guy is. He's done well to find Jed Spence. Jed Spence. Mikey Moore on this left-hand side. Spence, that's poor from you, you know. It's a corner kick, but that's not the best of passes. DG, they were young and brave. Bless them. Our guy looks like one of those wooden Shaolin dummies Jackie Chan trains with. Draguzin, who was given a red card in the Europa League for some questionable defending. Postecoglou saying you might as well come on the pitch now. Van der Ven, who kicked things off with that fantastic Meridian run forward, finding Brendan Johnson is coming off. Crazy. Crazy. Like somebody just added me on Twitter. If anyone has seen Mikel Arteta's press conference where he referred to shorts and sleeves and gave a great analogy as to why we defended, someone replied in relation to Man United, they're wearing their shorts and sleeves in the winter. How brave. It's brave. Bravery. Boy, sourcing. Stunk up the place against 20. Stinking up the place today. Red cards. Can't defend. Can't create chances. Everything has gone wrong for Man United. And I hope Mason Mount's all right. Is his head bleeding? Oh, no. Is that blood? Surely not. It's the camera angle. I hope Mount's all right. Is his head injury? Well, I mean, obviously it is. I think it's an unfortunate clash of heads there. Surely Jaguza must have lost a tooth or something there as well. Boy. And on top of everything we've seen here, Kobe Maino's got some sort of injury, some sort of knock. Glory, glory, Man United, singing in the rain. Boy. Sourcing. United in trouble. And speaking of trouble, on a serious note, spare a thought for Mason Mount, man. Like, you hope he's all right. Boy. Boy. Speak. Boy. Mason Mount's finally, folks, being ushered off the pitch. Finally. Oh my days, man. Bloody hell. He's gonna have to get stitches. Or he's unfortunate. Dragozin is made of. He must eat bricks. Because how's he not got no aftermath? Mason Mount's the blood. I hope he's all right. Does he have to get subbed? Yeah, Lindelof is coming on. That's very unfortunate for Mason Mount. That's definitely a case of stitches. United down to 9 men right now. Damn. So you got a madness that happened to Mount now. You got a Kobe Mano knock. Teams losing 3-0. And Spurs don't get twisted. Like, I don't want to, as much as I don't want to praise Spurs, they haven't had to kick up any real fuss. They haven't had to get out of second gear. And that's more damning on Man United. Take nothing away from Spurs. It's a street smart performance, really. It's been a good week for Spurs. They dealt with Kat Yarabag, scored some goals. And they're winning today and 3 goals for 3 points. Now you're bringing on Ahmad. That's just that's just desperation or just probably injecting some sort of pace. Ten Hag, no one's listening. At this point, the players are just, they're not listening. Okay, he's changed it. It's not Lindelof who's coming on. He's gone for the Ahmad instead for Mount. It's been a nice game for Spurs. It's way over. Old Trafford fools, that roof still leaking. The roof is leaking on and off the field, man. The defense is, I don't know what's leakier, the defense or actually the roof. Even that sums up Man United. Biggest club in England, arguably. And you still got fans running jokes about that. People that go to Old Trafford on a regular basis say they ain't even got screens to be looking at VAR decisions. Nowhere near Manchester City off the field, let alone on it. Nowhere near Liverpool, even in a post-slot era, where naturally when a new manager comes in, rebuild all of this, Man United could very well finish above Aston Villa, but Aston Villa, well-run club. Mikey Moore on this left-hand side for Spurs. Young G, probably doing too much, but that's what you want. You want the young player to go out there, express himself, take people on, and see what the Prem's about. 5 minutes. Yeah, it's looking mad for Ten Hag, man. Shout out Happy Icarus in the cup. Hope you and yours are doing well and safe. But hey, Jed Spencer take this throw in. Finds Mikey Moore. Good pass, really. Lissandro Martinez. Christian Eriksen. Oh, Lord. Eriksen. Back to Mazraoui. That's clear. Okay, maybe that's why the Ajax boys link up. Casemiro finds Ahmad, but there's no one for him. Finds Eriksen. Eriksen tries to clip it over the top. Is Højlund going to get there? He's tried. Pedro Porro is great defended from the Spanish fullback, actually. Bentancur will just calm things down, go to his goalie, Vicario asking a lot of Porro. Kulusevski's on the case. Spurs could be in here again. It's 4 against 4. Iqbal, is he going for a shot? I don't blame the young player. It's a horrible shot, but he's more than why for the sticking tongue out thing. Put your tongue back in your mouth, but don't blame him for that. Postecoglou's not happy with that decision, though. Holding free to Spurs, DG, that's nasty work. Would not wish that on my enemies. But hey, couldn't have happened to a nicer. Oh, that shot is iconic of Ten Hag in the rain. The thing is not even fun anymore, man. 3-0 back to Salford FC for some of these guys. They were brave, man. It's over. They heard what we said. 2-0. We're still letting them in. Potter or Southgate. You could argue Southgate might even play better football, but he'd just be a puppet for the people above. What do you like more? Arsenal playing in the champs or the Pro? So I've already answered that. Boy. Do we back? No, I definitely don't back Spurs. Do we think Spurs could get a forfeit? Do we think United could get one? Garnacho up against Christian Romero. Normally, Christian Romero's a lot more hungrier to win the ball. Probably let his countryman off. Højlund still couldn't get there. And you can see just hella empty red seats. You can't really see white, black, Asian faces or any other ethnic race that would go and watch their team play. It's just, there's only one colour right now where Manchester United fans are concerned, and that's red seats. Boy, horrible. Toothless all across the park in every aspect, Man United today. Every one of them. Mazuari. There was a period United, a bit like now, they're getting further forward a bit. They're asking more questions, but they're not asking the right questions. Like Vicario had to pull off no mad save. They had to do nothing. Is this how Keane, Neville, and them wanted us to play when we were down a man? Probably. We need Southgate for more banter. No, man, we need Ten Hag to stay. Trust the process, man. You know, as Ten Hag will probably point out after this game, as he always does, he's won 2 trophies in 2 odd years at Manchester United. Keep the process, man. He's making something magical happen. You know, Anthony is looking great. Zertsky's looking great. Marcus Rashford is improving. He's, you know, Garnacho has a healthy goal return. Boy, it's looking very, very spooky for Manchester United. Incredibly spooky. Scary hours, as Jadon Sancho said. Maybe that's why he ended up leaving, isn't it? Really, he clocked that this isn't the place to be. Surely Spurs don't get a 4th. If they get a 4th, boy, this is horrible. Corner kick to Man United, and Twitter doing what Twitter does. Boy, you know, I have to reply to this. As Roy Keane said in the aftermath of Arsenal, you know, holding on with 10 men. I just think they need to show a little bit more in these games. Roy Keane believes Arsenal still need to do more in possession against Manchester City. Can you do more on the ball against Spurs? They've got kids out there now. Mikey Moore. Stupid free kick for Diallo to give away. Ahmad. Eats up more time on the clock. You know Keane and Neville are going to have a dig at that 10-men thing and mention Arsenal 100%. Really, he's at Old Trafford. Hey, big up Ozan. Hey, swear down, Jarrell's there. Jarrell can't be there. Jarrell can't. Oh my God, people, my friend is actually at the game. Oi! Made the 4-hour journey from London to Manny. On a Sunday, you got work tomorrow to see this. Crazy. Look what Pedro Poy's doing. Hey, Solanke might score. Oh my God. Hey, they have Onana to fake. Sarr, horrible header from him. It should be 4. But it can be all smiles for Sarr. Wow, hey, that's a ball from Pedro Porro, the right back. 6 minutes of added on time. That is a ball. Solanke probably be kicking himself, you know. Probably reckons he should do better there. To be fair, should do better there. Did have an opportunity where he had a tap in. Should have a hat trick, arguably. Dare I say, if there is one disappointment on him, it is a perfect day for Spurs, let's be honest. Could they have matched or bettered the 6-1 route they had? Emotionless from Ten Hag. Garnacho picks out a white shirt. Romero, Solanke, Deluded nicked him well. Eriksen, Deluded. Casemiro, back to Christian Eriksen. Christian Eriksen finds Garnacho. Showed too much of the ball to Pedro Porro. Deluded. Casemiro gives it back to the left back now. Garnacho down this left-hand side. He uses the outside of his boot. That's actually a good ball. Sums up their day. I might be being a bit harsh on Deluded. Is he using the wrong foot there? And it's a good run from him, to be fair, the centre half. I thought it was Weisman at first. Pardon me. Would he have been offside? Horrible. Should he be using his left peg? Boy. Thoughts on Spurs City in the cup. Hope City smashed them, man. United have had 11 shots, 2 on target. Spurs have had 22 shots, 9 on target. 44 touches in the up box compared to 21, and they dominate proceedings where possession is concerned. But the most important thing is Spurs are in the driving seat unless something crazy happens to get 3 points. And even then. And again, time and space for Spurs. But oh my, United, 10 men or not, this is horrible. Lucky this Edvald guy is just doing nonsense. This is horrible. Ahmad, horrible. Ten Hag out by January. Yeah, but Ten Hag's dodgy in that. United, sometimes they go on these little runs that mask the cracks. And it's all fun and games talking about sack Ten Hag, which, boy, you ain't got a leg to stand on, really. Have the club got the new man lined up? Have they been talking? Because you would have need to have been having indirect conversations a month or so ago. Where really and truly should have When you joined it, when the new owners took over in the summer, they should have been eyeing that up anyways. Keep ball session for Spurs now. Christian Romero. Bro, even the bad Spurs passes are turning out to be good balls forward. And credit to Kulusevski, really. He's made something of that. Somehow the ball's not gone out there. United have cleared their lines now. Let's fall into Casemiro. Back here with Spurs. If you mention Arsenal versus City after getting beat 3-0 at home, that's embarrassing. Tell them again, but they will, though. They will. They will. How do United spend so much every year and look so low on quality? The club ethos, the manager. And it's like if I was a tradesman and I go to B&Q or Wix or wherever and I buy the best equipment, the best tools, the best whatever, but I'm shit at my job. I don't know. If I'm an electrician, I don't know nothing about the wires. If I'm a painter, I can't paint. You buy all the tools, but you have no clue how to use them. Of course you're going to be silly. It's like them guys with the nicest of clothes and the nicest of cars. Still don't get things. It's crazy. Like, this is mad. We should get Sesko in Jan. I don't think his current employers are going to let him go. You're going to have to pay more than he's potentially worth. Delete. Onana showing his passing range with his left peg. Has he found a teammate? Nope. Garnacho was actually done well there. I thought it was pulled by Pirlo, who's lost his footing. No nonsense from Romero. There will be a throw-in for Manchester United on his left-hand side. 2 minutes left, people. If we had 3 Real Madrid attackers, do you think we would win the Champions League with them? Well, it'd be lovely to average ego over this year's. Mbappe. What would it be? They make the difference. Probably, but we still need better midfield. Garnacho and Ahmad, persistence pays off. Doesn't find anyone. Throw-ins for Spurs. It is peak. It is absolutely peak for these lot. They're done. They're done for. Absolutely done for. Cooked, as someone said. Time wasting from Spurs. There's no need to book them, but yeah. It's just like consistency in this game. Problem with United is they don't understand where they are. Talking about coming back in 2028, bro. Where's your awareness? It's a madness. Because this isn't surprising, but it's like United are not that good. And here's Højlund. Ahmad doesn't work out. Sees a kick clearance there from Pedro Puro. That's turned out to be a good ball. You have to credit Kulusevski for chasing some lost causes today, man. He's had a very good game for Spurs. Pentacle, good switch of play. Mikey Moore, does he fancy going for goal? You might as well, young man. Does? Oh! And what would have been a dream first Premier League goal for him? Let's see that again, because in real time, he's tried to wrap it. It's not the worst of ideas, really and truly. It's not that bad of an effort. Probably in real time looks a lot better than how it was. Vital minutes for him. Boy. United in complete disarray. But this could happen. Like, United are good for this a number of times a season. This ain't no one-off. And that's the end of the game. Boy. Where do United go from here, guys and girls? Where do they go from here? Because this is horrible. And I must admit, if there's one game I'm looking forward to this season, folks, yeah, I'm sure Galatasaray have Manchester United in the Europa League. I'm sure they have them over there. Jose's got something. It'd be nice to see Spurs rock up and play Jose, man. I know he wants revenge. It's all smiles from a Tottenham Hotspur perspective. Boy, Man United, I don't know where you go from here. I don't care where you go from here, man. But on that, I know where I'm going. I'm going to troll in the group chats, people. Again, I'm going to be live at, I believe, 7:15. We're going to get back into Arsenal mode, folks. So make sure you're there across YouTube and Twitch. Again, big up you lot. Whether it was Arsenal watch along yesterday or what we've seen where Spurs have dismantled Manchester United, it's always a pleasure to be here with you lot. Tuesday, it's Arsenal versus Paris Saint-Germain. As you know, on the weekend, it'll be Arsenal Southampton. And videos, watch-alongs, live streams across my 2 channels. Make sure you're following DG Sports Views, people. Everything's in the description. You lot stay blessed. Enjoy your Sunday. Peace.
Against this right back, Charlie, definitely.
There's always just that active when defenders. I think it's like.